Check out the diagram. This is the activity class, and then we have a JNI bridge, and then we have a C++ file. So activity communicates with the JNI bridge, and then JNI bridge communicates with the C++ class, and then back. In our example application, the first thing that we will do is call the C++ function first from the activity. So activity will call the string from JNI function to the JNI bridge, and then JNI will call the string from JNI in the C++ class. And then after processing, the response will be returned to the JNI bridge, and then JNI bridge will return the response to the activity, which will be shown to the user. And then the next thing is we will call the process. The process will be called to the C++ class. So in the process method, there is a requirement that something needs to be fetched from the activity. So how that can be done? So C++ will communicate with the JNI to process it in Java, and then response will be returned from the JNI to the C++ class that it is processed in Java, and this is the result. And then C++ will use that result and then process it, and then returns back the response to the JNI, which is this one. So this is the processed in Java, which is the response of the process in Java method, and then C++ will also process it within itself and then returns back the response to the JNI, and then JNI will return the response to the activity, which will be shown to the user.